So the other day in the Falcon Heavy live stream, the other day, I guess it was last week, it was a week ago today or something like that. Um, a thing happened that I've gotten some negative comments about. And here's the deal. I'm at the place now where there's nothing I can say that won't piss off somebody. Like, there's just that many people that watch the channel now. It's a good thing, but, every rose has its thorn. But I wanted to speak to this one because the implication is that I am a certain type of person, or it's made people think that I'm a certain type of person that I'm not. So what happened is I'm doing a live stream, and a voice came on, and it was the voice of Colonel John Insbrucker. Now I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't see his face. I didn't have any background information. I just heard this voice, right? And I'm just going to say he has a very distinctive, unique voice that in that moment sounded funny to me. And I reacted to it. I don't even remember what I said. I just reacted to it and was like, whoa, that's a hell of a voice. That's how I remember it anyway. And I've gotten several comments from people that were saying I was being very disrespectful to him. He's a very noteworthy guy. He's in the Smithsonian, all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to do a little follow-up to say, look, I didn't mean anything by that. No disrespect was intended whatsoever. The thing about live streams is they're not scripted. Like, you wouldn't see me do something like that in a scripted video, which most of my videos are. But in a live stream, you're in the moment, you're going, and things come out, and you can't edit that. You can't edit it down. And the context of where I was when I was doing this live stream, I think, matters. This sounds defensive, but I'm just putting it out there for context. I had been preparing for the Falcon Heavy launch for a very long time. I'd been really excited about it for, the days leading up to it. And I'm not very steady on my feet with live streams. I never have been. I'm still not quite there. I get really nervous. I'm not like a public speaker or anything. So I was nervous. I was excited. My adrenaline was pumping. And I should also note that the most people that had ever watched a live stream at any one given time, like you can see how many people are watching on there, was like 500. And just before that happened, I had looked over and there were 9,000 people watching. And it's really amazing I didn't just absolutely piss my pants. Like, I'm not used to that, and I was very nervous, and I was excited, adrenaline and all that. I heard a voice and I reacted to it. So I just wanted to put this out there and say I think, like I said, I get so many negative comments that it's really easy for me to just ignore most of them. This one I didn't want to ignore, though. And I think part of that is because I think I have a goofy voice. I've always thought I have a goofy voice. I think I sound like Kermit on Quaaludes, so I'm not in any position to make fun of anyone. The idea that I would be making fun of his voice kind of, it bothers me because it seems very hypocritical of me to do that. Isaac Arthur is one of my favorite YouTubers. I've actually gotten to know him a little bit. We've collaborated, we've spoken, and one of the things I admire the most about him is he has an all-out actual speech impediment. And yet he does what he does, and that's something that would have kept 99.9% of people from ever getting on YouTube. Because YouTube comments don't exactly pull punches. And I'm sure he gets some kind of horrible comment about his voice, again, every hour, kind of like I was talking about earlier. I'm sure he gets that all the time. But he does it anyway, and he's killing it. And I just so respect him for that, and I admire him for having I don't even know if courage is the right word, but just for doing it. I just would hate for somebody to think that I'm somebody that would make fun of someone like Isaac or Colonel Insbrucker or anybody for that matter. Again, I think I have a goofy voice, so I'm in no place to judge. Anyway, point being of all this, it was a thing that just came out. It was not intended to be disrespectful. I can't go back and take it back. I would if I could. So if you were offended by it, if you thought that I was out of line for doing that, I'll just agree with you. I shouldn't have reacted in the way that I did. I was hopped up and it happened, and I'm sorry. So there you go. I will say though, when it comes to the live streams, again, I'm still very unsteady on my feet. I'm still trying to kind of figure that whole thing out. There are some people Ben Sullins from Teslanomics, I see his live streams, and he's very professional about it. He sounds really good. I think he is more of a public speaker than I am. There are some people that just do really well on live streams, and I'm trying to be better. I feel like it's something I should work on. But part of that is also, I don't want to feel like I have to manage what I say, and I have to be on guard at all times that I might say something that's going to offend somebody, because again, I can't say anything that doesn't offend somebody at some point. And my number one goal when I'm doing a live stream is to be entertaining and keep people engaged. So I don't want to feel like I can't say what's on my mind and I can't express myself freely. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to have to get used to doing videos like this. I would much rather just be entertaining and do the thing in the live stream and be in the moment and not be all guarded and watching every word that I say. Than I would rather be open and be entertaining if possible, and apologize for it later on. I would rather do that than be Mr. watching every word I say because, oh my God, this might offend somebody. Because nobody would want to watch that. That would be, I would bore myself in the middle of it. So it's a delicate balancing act, and I'm still getting used to it, and I'm still figuring it out. So bear with me until I do. But just wanted to speak to that, and I will let it go now. Thanks for watching. Peace.